Okay, so we're going to review Game 4 of the World Chess Championship. Magnus is playing with white, and Nepo is playing with the black pieces. So we start with e4, e5, knight to f3, knight to f6, knight captures e5, d6, knight f3, knight captures e4, d4, d5, bishop d3, develops the bishops and attacks the knight on e4, still in the book. Bishop d6, developing the pieces to an active square. White castles, black castles, c4, still book move, takes up space in the center and challenges black center. c6, defending the d5 pawn, and then rook to e1. So this is the last book move according to the chess.com review. So this is the Petros defense. It looks like I played this opening 3 times with a 100% win rate. But in the master games, if the next move is bishop to f5, there's a 43% win rate. If the next move is rook to e8, there's a 52% win rate. And then if bishop g4, there is a 41% win rate, and you see the draw rates next to it. So what was the next move? You had bishop to f5, which protects the knight on e4. It says rook to e8 is the best move, but eval, yes, so because that would have had it plus 0.38. Alright, so Magnus brings the queen out, is attacking the pawn on b7. Queen d7 defends, knight to c3, knight captures, bishop captures. Sorry about that. Which attacks the queen. Queen captures, pawn captures, and then we have, because that pawn was still weak, we had to push that pawn on b6. C captures d5, C captures d5, queen to b5, queen to d7, a4, queen captures b5, a captures b5, and then you have a5. Now, the option was there to capture en passant, but then if white does capture, there will be a double attack on that pawn. So this makes a pass pawn, but white could have taken away that pass pawn. Knight to h4. It says bx a6 was the better move. g6, g3. It says g4, g3, both same evaluation. Knight to d7, knight to g2, the only good move. Rook f to c8. It says that knight to f6 was better. Bishop to f4, offering the bishop trade. Bishop captures x4, knight captures f4, rook captures c3, a free pawn for the taking. Knight captures d5, getting the pawn back. Rook d3 threatens to win the pawn on d4. So the rook e7 gets the rook on the 7th rank and attacks the knight. So knight to f8, the only good move. Rook f6 check, king g7, knight e8 check. So this calls this to be an accuracy, with king g8, it says king h8 is better, and we'll come back to this and look down that line. d5 is considered an inaccuracy. So now pushing the pawn, a4, knight to f6, king g7, excellent move. Pushing the pawn, g5. We have a3, knight to e8, king to g8, knight to f6 check, king to g7 only is a great move, but it's the only good move. And then knight to e8 check is best, king g8, and then we have a knight to f6. So this is a draw via threefold repetition. So the first four games have all ended in a draw. So if we go back to this, let's see what this line would be. So it says that with king h8, you end up with d5, a4, knight to f6, king g7, g5, and it's still not a big difference. So this game ended in a draw. Dave, if we go back to the accuracy, still incredibly accurate on both sides. 98.6% for Magnus and 98.9% for Nepo. Each player only made one inaccurate move according to the chess.com game review, and several great moves, lots of best moves, and this game was pretty short as well. So we'll see what game 5 has in store tomorrow. Thanks for checking out the video. Give a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.